warrior, so the freeze mage is not gonna be so strong in this lineup.
So wait, Amaz is on the top? Okay.
Yeah, Amaz is on top. He's going to open up Priest. Alesh chose that for him, and then Amaz picks Warrior, which, I don't want to brag, but I helped Alesh prepare for this match. He asked me, for opinion, and I said, I think Amaz is picking Warrior. And then Alesh is like, okay, well, I'm going to pick his Priest. So, boom! Right there.
The mind
Nice
games.
call.
Yeah. I got really lucky, too.
Not a bad hand for Amaz.
No, not really at all.
Yeah, I like his hand. He might jump some cards probably if he gets... Oh, circle. Yeah. That card.
Well, I know for a fact that Alesh feels very confident against Priest. He says he has a lot of great tech in his deck to answer a lot of Priest threats. Do you feel like, generally speaking, Warrior, even if you're not specially catering to Priest, is good against this matchup?
I think Warrior is pretty fine against Priest. It was another way before Naxxramas, but when Warrior got this Death Bite, it became easier to deal with Priest threats. But from another side, Warrior does not run Grohal anymore, and this card was such a nice weapon to have against Priest, just to pick up these minions one after another. Overall, it's a tough matchup, but it only depends if Priest will manage to draw a lot of cards in early game or not.
Yeah, for sure. And also the thought steals play a big part in this matchup. If you draw good cards, you have a really good advantage as a Priest. If not, you're at a disadvantage. Looking at Amaz's hand right now, it's not looking really good actually, because he doesn't have that 3 drop to follow up.
No, he's got really nothing for a long time. Those are very reactive cards, unless Alesh does something to pressure the board, which should take its time.
Yeah, Amaz had an option to go for Northshire Cleric into Pyramids and try to draw cards in 3-mana turn, but his play is so risky if Warrior has a weapon, so I can see why he didn't do it. From another side, it was probably a better play to do it, because amount of reward he would have get from doing that play is so big.
How important is it to develop a way to kill off the Northshire Cleric and deny its draw? If Alesh is tempted at all to play Death's Bite, so that way over 2 turns you can kill it as soon as possible. Is that important at all?
It's not so important for Warrior, because Warrior can just not play minions, and how will Priest ever damage his minions? He can do it with Pyramids, but as we can see, there's no spells to proc it.
Yeah, I mean, he already used the Power Word Shield too, so it's not like he can easily draw.
This is actually a really awkward turn for Alesh here. He's gonna go for the Death Bite to do the play that you were talking about, killing the Cleric over 2 turns, which is not maybe the best play, but it's a play at least.
I like this play, and I think it's the best play because he can remove this Northshire Cleric on next turn, or deal with Arcana Soul Priest.
Oh yeah, that's true. Also a real possibility. Or can he kill the Northshire Cleric?
Plus he can draw a card from Acolyte of Pain, so I think it's the only correct play. So there's an option for Amaz now if he wants to buff Northshire Cleric and make it resilient to Death Bite, or he might be tempted to do something else, but I can see a way. I mean, he can just play Pyramids and draw 2 by using Circle, but is it worth it? I think, yeah.
I think he needs to, because his hand is so bad right now.
Yeah.
He needs to draw cards, he needs something to pressure the Warrior, otherwise the Warrior will just win in late game.
Right, the more passive the early game is for the Priest, the better for the Warrior by far, just because how strong it scales. And you don't have to even use any removal based off the way the board is, just 1 Death Bite was good enough.
Exactly.
Yep.
Another Acolyte of Pain. Is he going for card draw here? I would assume he will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but what minion will he kill?
Probably the Pyromancer. Because he can actually get more cards from the Acolyte by attacking the Cleric.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's still before the Cabal Shadow Priest turns too.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Yeah. I can get behind that.
Yeah, Holinov doesn't hurt much, and the fact that he'll draw a card, he will just kill an Acolyte with Holinov, he has it, so not the problem. One Sork is gone as well. Not that many cards Priest might draw, and if he will be drawing, it's most likely from hero power.
Well, Alesh just taking a long time. I think he is contemplating what minion he wants to kill.
I think he's only considering about what minion he wants to kill, you're right.
Yeah.
Because Acolyte looks like a...
it's too good to pass up.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
so much better than Armor's mid.
Definitely the Pyromancer here.
If he draws execute, do you execute the Dorshire?
No, I don't think so.
I would think about it. I would probably do it.
Would
just,
you
just,
actually?
just to deny draws? Like, let's say Amaz draws Circle right now, and he plays Blade Master, heals something, and then plays Circle. It's so bad for you.
Yeah, but you already saw one circle, right? So it's not very likely that he has a second one already, and
True.
the Blade Master. So
But Priest doesn't have that many cards in hand, so the net draw seems reasonable.
you mean like played super safe by executing?
Sounds like Kalento to me. Well, he's gonna heal and draw a card, and he did pick up the
There's a
Circle of
shield,
Healing.
circle.
Yeah.
Wow, more cards.
So he might draw 2 now. He might silence Acolyte, but I don't think he wants to do it.
Silencing the Acolyte when you know your opponent has, Sylvanas in
Sylvanas,
deck and
yeah,
Cairns,
for sure. I don't think you want to use it at all.
That's tough. I mean, denying the card engine from Warrior is important, but we know there's a second Acolyte ready to go.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He even chooses to draw another card. It makes even more sense to silence the Acolyte in this
Yeah,
case.
if this is the case. It's just a painful exchange because you know what you're losing by giving up that silence.
Oh, this
There's a
Sylvanas.
Sylvanas. That's gonna bite him in the ass for sure. So no execute. This is not looking too good for Alesh right now.
Yeah.
I guess you just slam the Sludge Belcher here.
If you go for Sludge Belcher and your opponent has...
Holy Nova.
Yeah.
That would be pretty bad. But I can't really see any other good play because,
Well,
Right.
you can remove Norshare.
yeah, you can do that. But that leaves you with no...
Like, if you're doing Death Bite, you can remove Norshare, prevent the draw, and no matter how board will progress next turn, you just slam in the Sylvanas. If you just play Sludge Belcher, Priest can still draw. He might not extend the board, but use his mana to use hero power, and then board will not be that scary. You have already seen silence, so Sylvanas should not be silenced. So I think this bite is a play.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's running double silence. At least not yet. The metagame hasn't progressed like that. For Priest, at least. Yeah, I think it's alright. And then, of course, you save the second charge. You still can draw a card, like you said. And then it develops your late game much better.
Yeah, he decides to go for the Death Spite play here.
Plus you will have an option to deal 1 damage to Sylvanas. Like, let's say if Belch is not the
Sure.
case, but another minion.
Yeah, like
You can
say,
just
Cabal Shadow Priest.
Yeah, you can slam Sylvanas and like deal 1 damage to it with a Death Rattle, and then run it into 4/7 to steal something else.
Well, there's the Holy Nova that we were saying that would have been destroying the board.
So on Amaz's plays, I can't see much options. I mean, he could be tempted to,
Double Dark Cultist.
yeah,
I mean, that's the dream, isn't it?
to
Yeah.
kill the Acolyte and heal the 4/7, but it doesn't make much sense because even in case of execute, this bite will do the same.
Yeah. But he would have executed last turn if he had an execute, right? With the Acolyte into the Blade Master. So he can kind of tell that he doesn't have an execute right now in his hand by that turn.
Oh, don't you go for
Ooh,
Sylvanas?
yeah, I would definitely slam Sylvanas on that board, especially after seeing the silence. I'm
Guess
not
he's
sure.
removing.
I think he's looking for execute or something. I mean,
I think he just wants to remove this Blade Master, but in my opinion, it's much more important to play this Sylvanas.
Yeah, especially like the earlier turns too, because as the game develops, playing Sylvanas gets more risky because your priest might have answers as you get closer to mind control, or even like they can steal your Sylvanas with weird combos.
yeah.
Like even he could even kill this cultist by before playing Sylvanas, because like there's no silence, this
Sure.
mind control is far away, and what can priest actually do with it?
Yeah, it's a board too that gives priest a problem because the Dark Cultist gives buffs, and then that like makes it a stronger steal as well. I can get behind that, but I guess Alesh must be playing on something. Oh, okay.
So are we finally gonna see the Sylvanas now? Oh, there's a Lothab actually.
It's
too
not
bad.
bad, but even if Sylvanas will be just traded with 2 minions, you're taking no damage from it. And it's fine, I think. You just don't want to take that, 6 extra damage.
But then you can just trade into the board and play something fresh.
Yeah.
Like, you just hero power your own Dark Cultist, kill both off, and then you dealt with Sylvanas.
Yeah, the problem is on this board Sylvanas is not so crazy as she would have been in case of playing Sylvanas turn before. Not to mention that Warrior just lost important removal.
Whoa.
Amaz doesn't want to even acknowledge
Okay,
Sylvanas.
so he's gonna raise him here.
Yeah.
It's gonna, yeah.
I don't think it's necessary actually. He has double death and mind control, so there's enough
To deal with late game.
spells to enter the late game.
Yeah, I agree. Is
That is. I mean, let's see. How much damage? Next turn, he's got 4 damage burst with the Holy Nova and the hero power. So that if his opponent just armored up and nothing else, he does have the ability to kill. But I don't think that's going to be it. So Alesh has a lot of things he can do to stall here.
This large belch looks like a trap because Amaz has this Shadow Madness. How much damage will it be if he just plays Belcher? Like,
Kills 7 plus 3, it's 10, and then hero power is 12.
can he? Yeah, no. Okay, yeah. 12 damage. So he needs to armor up if that's the case.
don't you? I would have played maybe Armor Smith.
Yeah, Armor Smith and Sludge Belcher.
Yeah.
Definitely.
He wants to play Lothab. I guess he's playing around Shadow Madness, but Shadow Madness doesn't kill him anyway.
Yeah, Shadow Mess wouldn't kill him if he just armored up. Or played anything else with it, like Unstable Ghoul. But this is really tough position, because Alesh is not exactly on high life either, so he's worried that, maybe like Holy Fire or something is available to the Priest and he would die, so he's trying to be as defensive as possible.
He didn't armor up. But it's not lethal because it's only 1 damage from Ghoul.
Let's see, well, what can you do here?
Hey.
Well, not that many options. I guess you could hit the Ghoul.
Yeah,
and
you could trade.
Hero power
Yeah.
Sylvanas.
You could trade. You could attack the Ghoul with your Arcanine Soul Priest, and
right.
then the Dark Cultist into the Lothab, and the Slime into the Sylvanas, and clear the whole board, right?
But then the Arcanine Soul Priest survives, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's a 3/3, but you can hero power it before it gets stolen, and it becomes a 3/1 that you can clear next
That's
turn.
true. Or even kill off with your own I guess you can't do that next turn. Yeah, it's quite a puzzle here. Is there a board clear somewhere?
But maybe you should just think in another way. Like, maybe you should think about how to deal as much damage as possible.
That is true. He's really close. It's 12 health.
Yeah, we can see by seeing Warrior's hand that race plan will not work. But Amaz might be tempted to do it.
Yeah, well, 1 damage to face.
Oh, he goes for a Shadow Death.
It's not the best target to play this on against Warrior.
No.
It's good enough, maybe. But for 8 mana, I don't know.
Well, I suppose it denies a board clear.
So he can clear the board here.
Yeah. Away
which
from
is
what was on there.
the obvious play here. I do think you play the Armor Smith and Sludge Belcher here.
What do you take?
Of course, Cultist.
Yeah, for sure.
No, it's looking so good for Warrior now.
Yeah. Amaz went a bit greedy there, going face instead of dealing with the board, hoping to get a fast win, but now it's
Didn't work
backfiring,
out.
and he needs to rely on Thought Steals.
No, double thought still. This might be good.
Oh baby, a double.
Well, we'll see what he gets. I mean, Gromash still hasn't been drawn yet, right? So he might draw into a finisher potential.
Well, his Madness might be good in 2 turns.
Brawl.
but Not
Thought
right
Steal
now.
Brawl.
So still brawl,
Oh,
that's your play.
Yeah, that's play
Is
that.
it your play?
Yeah, I would have done
Yeah.
that.
I mean, anything else? Oh, Holy Nova. Holy Nova Shadow Madness?
If you play Nova, yeah, you can do the Shadow
Yeah.
Madness.
Yeah.
It's also
With the
fine.
Belcher, yeah.
I mean, maybe
This is going to be a super stacked Armor Smith.
makes some sense to do this cultist, but I think it's not so important.
This Alexstrasza is gonna be really nice for the warrior.
But then Amaz still has Shadow Word Death, so I feel like he still has an opportunity to maybe do something.
Yeah, I don't think the warrior will play the Alexstrasza before he has other minions to deal with the Alexstrasza if it gets
Yeah.
mind controlled.
How about a 4/5 minion instead? Seems reasonable to me.
Using double Belcher, I feel like not a bad play here. You can even hit
Bel-
this slime.
I like Belcher Acolyte armor up here. Try to get some cards from that slime.
But you're not sure that Priest doesn't have Cabal in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be pretty devastating actually to lose that, and like you'd be having 3 cards at that point, and then
Would he have Cabal, the armor smith, last turn if he had it?
I don't think so, because this Nova play looks better.
Yeah.
And if you play like Cabal, you have only 4 mana left, and you can only play Madness, and in that situation without Holy Nova, Madness is useless. Oh.
so he's going.
Oh,
yeah,
he's
but
not playing Acolyte.
He's playing around Cabal.
I don't like it, because it's still a target for Cabal.
Yeah, exactly. The armor smith is good enough.
Oh, Ragnaros.
Wow. A Ragnaros, and well, I guess he got another silence in his deck, one way or another.
You might still play this second shot still.
You would? I think that Blade Master
This Blade
Heal
Master can
is
die
better
so
and
easy.
trade into the 3/5. Oh.
Shield block and execute. Now,
That,
It doesn't help that much.
no. Although execute's another way to remove a big minion.
I mean, the Shield Slam could come in play if he gets a Cabal on that armor smith, but we're not gonna see it for a while at least.
I don't think that Amaz is actually playing double Cabal in deck.
Maybe just one.
Yeah, that makes more
I
sense.
think in V-Game Cup he was playing one.
Huh. Well, I know that a lot of players feel like one is core to how Priest functions, but having 2, I guess, is just so strong in the current metagame because of how many death rattled minions that are really small and you get so much value.
Depends what kind of classes you want to beat. Against Shaman you definitely
true.
need 2.
Well, Alexstrasza looks like she's coming down here.
Yeah, it's a good enough turn to play it, since if mind control comes, there's still 4 damage on bot. And,
Yeah,
and Priest will beat
he
8.
needs to be scared of dying if he mind controls. So
He can't heal.
So
Oh,
I
this
don't
is
think he
Cabal.
will mind control here. It's not a good play at all.
What's another option that he have? He might Cabal, but he will.
Oh.
Yeah, Cabal execute is
He can-
works. Yeah, and you can also death.
He can actually Cabal attack with the priestess into the Belcher and then Shield Slam execute the zero.
That's cute. I
Yeah.
like it. I mean, in fact, you only leave a 1/2 remaining on the board, right?
Yeah.
So sounds pretty good.
Why
You still
wouldn't-
keep Shadow
why
Word Death
wouldn't
too.
you just this? Oh. What do you want to do?
So he wants to Cabal Shadow Priest the Armor Smith, and
Yeah.
then kill off the first body with Sludge Belcher. You gain 1 armor, and then you Shield Slam execute the Alexstrasza.
But why wouldn't you? Oh, you want to heal?
Yeah, you would heal.
I want to kill the Belcher.
kill
Yeah.
the foot body of the Belcher.
But you can just save Shield Slam if you want to.
He's doing the play.
Oh man,
I mean, you
I
never
like
know
it.
when you're gonna have 1 armor.
that's true. I mean, Shield Slam is effectively a holy smite for Priest at the moment.
Exactly.
That's nothing else.
Yeah, I like this play a lot. And
Yeah.
keep the Shadow Word Death for when you're more pressured.
Yeah, it makes more sense, right?
So this is why Alesh told me he felt really confident against Priest because he had double brawl. But I mean,
Wow, is it so good?
yeah. I mean, I don't think he was looking for the second brawl here. I think he was looking for more of a
whenever
finisher.
I see
Grommash.
double brawl in tournaments, I'm asking myself, would you play double brawl in ladder? Because if you would, well, maybe you think it's good enough to play 2, but if you wouldn't, in tournaments it's make even less sense, because your opponent will actually know after first couple of
Right,
games
and
that
they
you
play
run two
around
brawls.
second brawl.
Yeah, I don't like it either. It's like playing Deathwing in decks like Gara did in VCA. Works once, never again.
Maybe not even once.
Maybe that's all it needs to do, though.
Yeah, scare your opponent.
That's
Kind of
true.
like the same effect as playing Harrison Jones, as Colentin said earlier. Like you're scared of playing cards, even though they might not have the Harrison Jones in their
Right.
hand. Might not want to play the Doomhammer anyway.
He's avoided so long from this Acolyte, but at the same time, his hand is so poor that...
He gets
Yeah.
gets one card from that at most, but he's desperate here, so slamming it is decent too.
So
Alright,
no
well-
Cabal and situation.
I mean, he can... Well, he can deny the draw with the Spellbreaker, start loading the board, and he's got ways to pressure and seal the win, potentially with Loatheb, and shut down any spells from being played.
Is it so important to silence it?
What else do you want to silence? Maybe your own Rag actually.
Silence your own Rag.
Yeah, later on to
Maybe, what about silence, like, if you feel like you might die to Grommash, like silencing your own Arcanine just as a minion and then healing a little bit?
Mouse
Yeah.
goes for Rag.
he wants to. This is actually quite decent because we know that he only used one Shield Slam, right? So removing the armor here is pretty good play.
Also true. Well, the removal he drew was Execute, but he doesn't have a way to pop it. He has a way to copy the Ragnaros, though.
Speaking about silence.
Is the play Faceless Brawler?
Wow.
Faceless Bro. Oh, I thought it was Faceless X. I guess it's the same RNG roll, right? 50-50.
But even if it's Vorex, it's mind control.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
Mind
the
control. Oh, man. Mind control actually kills him in that department.
Well,
Faceless and Execute.
yeah.
Wow. This is a
Oh.
big moment. If he misses, that's game because he has a mind control.
It's not a game,
Yes.
but now it's game.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. He misses, and the mind controls just ended.
Yeah, GG.
GG.
All right. Well, in fact, he didn't need to because he also had Silence and Holy Fire to kill for the guarantee if he wanted to, but Amaz chose not to reveal the Spellbreaker.
Yeah, that's good play. There was someone who, I don't remember who in this tournament, but someone showed a very important card when it was like extra beaming. Like
Was it in
this-
second stream?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't think.
I mean, Ram Druid is not so good against Priest actually. It's much more harder to beat Priest as a ramp as when you play like mid-range Wild Ghost Druid deck, because you have all this like Ancient of Wars and they're so vulnerable to Shadow or Death.
He's got Ancient of Wars,
Wow.
but he's also got Zombie Chows.
He doesn't like hunters, but it doesn't make any sense because he banned hunter. So I don't know why you're
Suppose.
playing it in Ramp Druid. I don't like it one bit.
I don't like Alesh's decision to go for Zombie Chow. It's not so clear because he could do Coin Wild Growth into Innovate Claw. And it looks like a decent, I mean, even strong play.
I feel like it's the same consequence though, because he still gets Druid the Claw out.
Yeah, and he saves the innervate, but the druid gets out one turn later, and it's not super bad.
Yeah,
but
I think that's also fine.
yeah,
It just one turn later. What to say? I kinda don't like Alesh's hand. He gets this Wild Growth, but he needs value. He needs like
Yeah.
a lore or maybe Azure Drake.
Oh
even.
man.
too many removals here.
Yeah. Well, I guess whatever he draws, he pretty much should be able to play.
Definitely taunt here.
Yep.
My god, that hand. Swipe double Raz.
Yeah, he needs to get a lore here or something.
He needs Amaz to play something.
Right. If he has Maz play a creature, he can at least spend the turn drawing a card and moving.
So what do you do here as a mouse then?
I mean, you can just Shadow Madness and yeah. That's
Did
it.
Just Shadow
That's it.
Madness.
You could
Silence the zombie chest so he doesn't get the +5 health.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
pro strats. No, but I think this is just a pass turn.
I think it's Madness. You don't want to be too greedy against Druid. You can just Madness and... I mean, you see
Really?
the Zombie Chow and you might like think
Oh, I thought you were trolling. But
it's... No, I wasn't trolling.
Oh.
Like, he played Pyromancer, and what that's he achieved by doing it. His zombie choke can still run into Pyromancer,
Yeah,
and
that's value for the
he's
druid.
not doing two damage to Claw, so it's much worse. And as we can see, it's even worse in this case when Druid has his double wrath, because he can just cycle and kill it for free.
Alex Strassa, that's very interesting. So, I guess the zombie chows have some synergy with Alex Strassa actually.
Right. It doesn't matter how much life you give them.
Yeah,
you also
exactly.
drop them down.
You just want board control until Alex Strassa, but I'm not too confident in this kind of deck actually, but
He most likely should be playing Ragnaros in his deck as well, because you can like... Each second minion, second target you put for BGH.
Sure. Okay, well, Alesh also has the opportunity to push out Ancient of Lore here. Do you like just going for the clear?
yeah, I mean, it's very mana inefficient to innovate out the lore, in my opinion. Maybe just swipe hero power.
Oh, I was thinking about using Wrath, but I guess that makes sense too.
Yeah, I mean, you want to keep your Druid high on life because he has a Shadow Madness, you know that, and Circle as well. Like a lot of stuff can clear the board.
Oh, you're right, the Arcanist.
Yeah. So you want to keep that above 4 health at least.
But then, yeah, that's true. I mean, if he had this Arcanist Circle combo, you can kill it regardless. But I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Make it hard for your opponent to do stuff.
Keeping Keeper seems reasonable. You know, Priest is playing Sylvanas in deck, so...
Yeah, I like it as well.
He's putting good damage onto the Priest.
Yeah, the problem is that Alex Strassa is not gonna do anything here.
Well, 4 damage, I suppose.
Not even that. He's not gonna innovate it out. He's gonna play the lore, so it's gonna be even lower.
I know.
But
I wonder if Alesh runs combo at all.
I would assume that he runs one, maybe, but he needs to have cut something for the Alex Strassa and some shows, so...
He might not even play a combo.
Yeah, maybe not.
So here... You can go for Alex right now, but...
I like lore and trade hero power.
Just to bait this.
Yeah, exactly, for your Alex Strassa.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, he has no burst. Only reason to do Alex play is just to make your opponent feel intimidated.
Yeah, and then the fact remains that the Soul Priest will survive.
It's not funny.
No, it's just like you Alex Strasser for intimidation. It's like I don't really.
Yeah,
it's just funny
it
when you
makes
say
sense
it like
because
that.
you might force a priest opponent to make an incorrect decision.
Wow,
It's a combo.
he does run combo.
Yeah, I would assume he runs at least one combo if he runs Alex Strassa. It makes life sense.
Now it makes sense to cycle the Wrath to get a second piece of a combo, if he wants to.
Oh, well, he values the Wrath here.
I mean, he doesn't need the second piece of the combo really that fast, in my opinion.
That's true. He still can't Alex Strasser for 2 turns.
Yeah, exactly.
Next turn looks awkward for Druid player. But what Amaz can do?
Well, he's still sitting in the same spot where he can't use half his spells effectively, and he's just playing the right side of his hand.
I think you just play Cleric, Blade Master heal here, and then try to follow up with Holy Nova play if he decides to trade with his Ancient of War.
Yeah.
I mean Ancient of Lore.
But it feels like it would have been so much better for Amaz if he would have went for Madness play before.
Yeah.
Just to deal with the 2 extra damage to Druid of the Claw.
So do you circle here? Do you feel?
Why no? I don't know. You're kind of hitting your opponent's minion, but
it's actually a lot of health he's gaining there.
I think it's fine because you're getting card from it as well.
Ooh, is this lethal?
9,
8,
No.
9, 13.
14, 13 plus 8. It's 21.
Yeah, almost.
Well, Alesh still has opportunities to set himself up to still have a strong turn with Alex Strasser and start pushing for damage.
Druid player can just do this play just board clean.
Yeah.
You
Just
can
like Druid the Claw and Wrath and
no.
just laugh at your opponent.
Yeah, Claw, Charge, Roar,
I
kill this 4/7 with 5/5.
Oh, you like to use a roar here. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
interesting.
You're dealing 12 damage and almost clearing the board this way.
Yeah, I don't like the Belcher play because he still has a Shadow Madness in his
Right.
deck, so it's gonna be really bad if that.
So
gets
one
Shadow
keeper
Madness.
is gone, but it's fine because you don't have
Okay.
second target for silence. Actually, it's only one. Like it's only Sylvanas.
This accomplishes pretty much the same thing except you keep the Druid of the Claw. And
Yeah.
we get you give up health on your Ancient of Lore.
And this is nice because even if he cabals that, he's gonna die next
Right.
turn to the Savage Rogue combo with Druid.
Mhm.
So the only way he can survive here is by Holy Nova and heal. Does he even survive?
He doesn't need to heal. Actually, no, he doesn't need to heal. He can just play Holy Nova.
Holy Nova Thoughtsteal.
Holy
Holy Nova Dark Cultist.
Yeah.
But it'll scream anyway.
That's still not a very strong move.
Oh, it's a
Shadow
madness.
Ah, okay.
Silence.
Silence
makes
so you can
sense,
kill
makes
off the
sense.
5-1.
The tryhard moves.
You're calling Amaz a tryhard.
Yeah. It's a good play.
There it
And
is.
there is the Alexstrasza.
Wow, and I think that's a card that's not gonna catch Amaz off guard for sure.
I can see a way Amaz can live now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he also had a lot of turns where he's confident no Shadow Word Death has existed in the hand because he would have dealt with the lore much easier that way. Thoughtsteal, Sylvanas, and Wild Growth, but that's too slow for this current situation.
Doesn't help that much. What he could have Sassal to live potentially, maybe like Belcher. He could have done like Belcher.
Yeah,
Shield.
another taunt some way.
BGH, would that have been?
But
No.
yeah, Belcher wouldn't have saved him because of Keeper.
Thoughtsteal doesn't get another Sylvanas. I mean, at this stage,
He's looking for
he's just
information.
yeah, he's looking to see what his opponent has in his deck because he's like, well, you have Alexstrasza, what else do you have?
Yeah.
And that's gonna be it. Game 2 goes to Alesh, and the series is tied. And Amaz about to turn to Warrior or Priest? No, Warrior, Hunter, or
Mage. No,
No.
that was Alesh.
at Warlock. excuse
Warlock,
me.
yeah.
Warlock. Now that Amaz used to exclusively play Handlock, like back in a few months
Actually,
ago.
I think that even Azu is not so bad against Ram Druid, as well as Handlock. So yeah, there's a Warlock.
Oh, Alesh throwing away Keeper the Grove. Is
Oh.
he gonna do that? I thought
No,
Keeper the Grove was
no.
like the card you want with Internet.
Yeah,
Keeper,
yeah.
You need a Keeper against boss control and aggro decks.
This is a really bad hand here from Alesh. And Almas actually got a pretty decent one with.
Yep.
I wouldn't say
The
it's a
spider.
bad hand for Alesh. It's no Wild Growth and Innovate, but how often you're getting these two cards at the beginning of the game?
It's true compared to what you could get.
Yeah. Maybe about half of the time, actually.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's gonna take a ton of damage before he can deal with this board.
Yikes.
Yeah, the matchup is pretty tough for Druid.
Huh.
I don't agree with that. Okay, so I guess he's not gonna play the Shade or he's setting up for Swipe. I mean,
He might play Shade and it still
Swipe.
will be set up for Swipe for him.
yeah.
So I think it's fine.
But what if it gets buffed or something before
Right,
that?
like
It's
double Leper Gnomes.
No,
or
I
something
totally
like
agree with this hero power. I like it.
that. Ah,
Zombie
well.
Chow, Troll Zombie Chow.
Well, now he can just like swipe next turn and deal with spiders if he wants to. This might be board clean actually. Yeah, it is board clean. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it pays off for him.
Yeah, how can
Wow.
Zoo actually buff one toughness minion for life? I mean, no Shack Cleric? I mean, Shattered Sun Cleric? No one is playing it.
No. Not at 3 mana at least. The only way is Defender of Argus.
It's a board clean, and suddenly Druid is the one with the board presence.
Well, that's interesting. Considering that Druid often struggles to get value off swipe in this matchup.
Yeah, so you can't play the Dwarf here for obvious reasons. Because it's just gonna trade it.
I think he should have played Dwarf.
And let him trade
Yeah?
the Shade with the Dwarf.
Yeah, but you are getting rid of Shade.
Well, I guess both ways you get rid of Shade, because then the Dwarf comes out.
I mean, no matter what, it looks really bad for Warlock player.
Yeah,
yeah.
you got a really good follow-up here.
Warlock needs to draw a swipe of his own.
Is it time for Doomguard?
Well, he already did use one swipe, and how else he's going to make up that 5 damage? I guess he does have Wrath.
I think he needs to play this Doomguard.
Yeah, I think so too.
And hope not to discard the Dwarf.
Trade with the Shade.
Take the risk.
Yeah, he still hasn't used any Soulfires, so he might just be able to get a lucky follow-up from that
He
Doomguard.
could like play Dwarf into 2-1 and overwhelm and go face. And try to burst down the Druid next turn.
Well, he keeps overwhelming, so he still has opportunity. Well, actually, it looks like a clear with the Wrath instead. I mean, you have to. You're at 10 health.
Yeah, Wrath and double trade. Play more stuff. Looks like a plan.
Yeah.
You can even heal next turn.
Yeah, I mean, it's still not going to get to the point where Zombie Chow healing your opponent matters, so that 2/3 body is really valuable, considering that there are cards like Haunted Creeper, which Zombie Chow completely feasts on.
Zombie Chow helps so much
Pun
in
intended.
such matchups. Wait, is he playing Haunted Creeper? Dude is actually playing Haunted Creeper?
Yeah.
in deck?
Yeah.
Wow.
He discarded it.
He's-
Oh, second Doomguard, by the
He's
way.
playing Ancient of Wars and Haunted Creepers in the same deck, insane. And Alex Straza, wow.
Yeah, you definitely heal here, in my opinion.
Yeah, and
But you will have enough value to...
Yeah, you have with
I
Sylvanas.
think you will have enough.
Yeah.
right. Because does the Warlock hero power outpace you if you just use the heal power instead of draws?
But at the same time,
It's a
like
draw.
the Warlock is very, very high on life. So
True.
and he will get even more life by like when he trades the Zombie Chow. So
I think I would be fine with both cases, like draw and heal. Sometimes it's better. Depends on what cards he will draw next.
is he thinking about innovating hero power? No, can't be.
I don't think any 2-card or 3-card combination you're really worried about, unless it involves Leroy.
Next turn you can just go for Yeti plus 1 of 6 mana plays if you keep innovate, so no reason to do it. There's another Doomguard.
He just needs something to stick, so that way he can draw Power Overwhelming before Doomguard, but now it's a tough situation. Nothing
Yeah.
is able to stick to the board whatsoever.
He's gonna go for the sacrifice, go face. I'm not sure what he's hoping to draw after this one. Because
Soulfire, maybe?
Because Soulfire won't do it.
Leper
Leper
Gnome?
Gnome might, if it
Yeah,
gets a Soulfire with
Yeah, it does.
No, it's about
But you have to keep in mind the armoring up as well.
Alesh is playing like weird deck, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like, I'm like, what is he cutting to get all these other cards?
But he should be running only one combo.
Right, but that's only 2 cards, and yet
No
he has Zombie
Spectral
Chow,
Knights,
Haunted Creepers.
no Spectral Knights, and most likely no Lothar.
Yeah, no Lethab is also a possibility. Maybe he's running Alex Strauss.
And no
but
2 drops, obviously.
I'm not sure if I agree with this play here though.
Instead of the Sludge Belcher?
I mean, it makes sense because Warlock has started running a lot of owls lately, so it's very risky to play the Sludge Belcher without dealing with the Doomguard this turn. So I see why he does this play here.
Yeah, both Doomguards are gone. What can potentially happen? Soulfire into Soulfire, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
that's
maybe
exactly
the
what still
only-
could happen here.
Only thing.
Ooh.
Okay, Defender of Argus. And he
Oh,
has a Soulfire. Now, does he
So-
hide it?
Oh my
No.
god,
No, he
it's so
goes for it.
close.
He doesn't want to discard it,
That's true.
the other Soulfire,
Yeah.
so he needs to gamble here. Full YOLO.
2 health remaining, and the Leper Gnome threatens to. I mean, he's got ways to defend up, but if there's a second Soulfire being drawn, Amaz will end the game.
Yeah, so
Don't say 1 point of damage never matters.
Amaz should be running Owl in the deck. He might even draw it, so if Alesh will not trade, it's even
Yeah,
more risky player.
he needs
Yeah.
to trade here.
definitely trade.
I don't know if it's if trade should be done, because if you go in face, how much damage will he have next turn? It's
You
like
still
12,
have lethal.
It's
You still have
16.
lethal if you attack the 2/3 and charge next turn with hero power. Because
Yeah.
he's gonna tap, so You should definitely kill the Argus here. There's no other play.
Well, maybe he'll join to SNFRs here and Alesh wants to prevent.
Or he just like plays Deathwing or something like that. Crazy.
Or single Voidwalker.
Well, I mean, Alesh is taking a long time to think about it, but I think he's just calculating all the possibilities of like if he doesn't trade. Yeah, he makes the right move. And now Amaz is still left trying to get one piece of damage in.
Flame.
Wrong direction.
Doesn't do
He
it.
needs a Mad Bomber if he wants to play that kind of stuff.
That's gonna
Does
be
the Defender
game.
of Argus though save him?
No, because the Flame does 3 damage to himself.
Oh, you're
so-
right. Oh, gosh.
Tough game so far.
He's thinking whether or not he should play the Flame at all, or just...
That's true. He doesn't know his opponent has the lethal damage.
Yeah.
So he might just play...
If you play Flame Imp, you're taunting it and you're preventing
No, you're
damage
not,
anyway.
because he might have a Wrath.
Second Keeper.
Second Keeper, or something that he doesn't need minions to
Well, he
attack. And there's
passes,
a Wrath.
and he had extra insurance anyways. So Alesh is going to go up 2-1 over Amaz. Wow. And this Ramp Druid deck that's pretty weird is working out pretty good for him. And Alesh said that he felt comfortable with Druid against every single deck that Amaz had. He said he thinks his Druid is favored against the entire lineup of Amaz.
Yeah, if he did the play that you were talking about with the...
Yeah. It's like, it's a minion you can play, but what next?
Well, I
get
guess
lucky.
you play whatever comes next to you.
Oh, that made
okay.
it really easy.
My god, let's go.
So
Coin Wild Growth into Innervate, Ancient of Lore.
and to coin Belcher.
No, you coin right now,
Oh,
and then you hope to get a 4-drop with all those 3 cards you will draw.
Or just removal.
Yeah, or removal, yeah.
Even getting
I thought you were waiting a turn, but yeah, mix works as well.
even getting Wrath to deal with Acolyte is not so bad. It
No.
is something you can do.
Wow. Yeah, I don't think you can pass this up. And it's already very difficult to deal with. And he's picking up other cards to play.
I mean, even looking at this, I can't say that this play is so strong. Like, Druid's hand is kind of small, and Warrior just needs to deal with it. And Alesh needs to draw, and he needs to draw good cards to feel good in this game.
Do you feel like trading with Acolyte here?
What he might be scared of, I guess, cards like a Slam and Cruel Taskmaster can punish you if you don't. Oh, he chooses not to play.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's thinking that if he has an Execute, I might as well get 5 damage to the face before
Right.
he trades the Acolyte and executes it.
It makes sense.
Uh,
But now this gives Amaz the opportunity to draw 2 cards with the Acolyte. Maybe get into that Execute as well.
I don't know if I like this play.
no, I
You
would
like
have...
Death
This
Bite?
bite is
For sure.
much stronger. I think.
For sure. Oh, he's going face.
Oh. Well, does that change anything if you're going to keep up this Acolyte?
I would...
The boss players are playing a bit too fast. They need to slow down for a bit.
Slow down, boys.
Yeah, the rope is there
Smoke
if you ever
some
need
weed.
it.
It reminds me about matchup when Carl was playing against Max in
Oh,
qualifiers.
gosh. I'll never
But
forget that match.
Most players were making so many mistakes because they were playing so quickly. It's never best idea to play quickly in tournament.
Well, hope you
That's-
never talk to Tides about that. Tides gets really offended whenever you tell him to slow down.
I mean, his board is really good right now, but his hand is really bad, in my opinion. That Brawl is gonna do a really good job, I think, this match.
Oh,
hopefully.
if Acolyte will leave. I mean, if you're playing Brawl, I think you're not hidden first. You want Acolyte to survive. But
Lothar.
I kind of would like to see a Brawl.
Yeah.
Amaz didn't see combo pieces. Oh, he did see Force of Nature last turn, or last
Yeah.
game. Okay. I was wondering if he didn't show it, then maybe he wasn't suspecting it, but...
So clearing the board is totally possible here. You can even use Keeper.
Yeah, but do you really want to kill his Lothar with your with your Age of Lore here. I don't think so. I think you want to push for damage because you have that Savage Shrew coming up. I do believe the play is Spider and kill off the silence the Acolyte.
Yeah, maybe
and,
silence
yeah,
is better.
silence and Belcher it because
You can even ignore it.
So it becomes a 1/2.
yeah.
So it
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
really do much.
It's like what's better
Yeah,
for you,
actually.
3 damage to face or
just silence
1/2 on
it.
blood.
Yeah, just silence it for sure.
Yeah, not to mention you have 5 bodies.
I mean, the only thing, like the only reason you want to kill it is because of Brawl.
Okay.
But he's going.
That's why I didn't like that play with not playing a brawl that much, because like board is still same and it's kind of awkward to play brawl and it's even more awkward than
Right.
it was
There's
before.
2 Death Rattle minions
Yeah.
now that still have 3 bodies remaining in Savage Roar. I like the compromise that Alesh made to play around Brawl and yet still push for damage.
It's a Black Knight, but he's still bleeding.
Hold on, how much damage does Alesh have? 6 plus 6, that's 12, and then plus 2 more from Keeper, that's 14. Oof, he's really close.
I think you should have silenced the.
Yeah, the decision not to silence might be wrong, because he just drew 1 card and he'll do 1 more.
And that's the shield block as well.
2 shield blocks.
Yeah, basically gave Warrior 1 extra card, 1 extra chance of drawing spell or card he will use to survive longer. Or just needs to stabilize and he should be fine with such a deck.
Yeah, so I think that you go for Yeti and Hero Power here. I don't see any better play, and he's gonna go for it. You just push for damage, hope he gets something like Force of Nature or Druid of the Claw to finish him off.
It looks like a decent brawl.
Yeah,
turn.
this is for sure the Brawl turn.
Yeah,
Skin
and
and
then
spiders and then
you even
brawl.
have some cleanup.
Ooh, actually you don't... Okay, yeah,
Yeah, still brawl.
yeah.
If he had more mana, though, I know what you're saying, Forsen, because he has a lot of ways to clear without using
Yeah,
Brawl here.
exactly.
Alright, well, Brawl comes down to it, and see what survives.
Hopefully a Spider for him, or
I
actually...
think he could play Shield Block
Yep.
first.
Yeah.
It is a spider.
What do you think about playing Shield Block first? Because if you're drawing into Shield Slam,
You can't,
you can't shield block
He
him.
only has 7 mana.
No.
Oh, you're
yeah.
thinking about next turn ahead
Yeah,
already?
I just missed that he has only 7 mana.
Oh, okay. But if he had the ability to, then
Yeah.
wouldn't be opposed to it.
You could like play Block, and if you draw into Shield Slam, you can not play Brawl or whatever.
So yeah, I just keep it that and play the Yeti, I think, to get that lethal turn
Right.
next turn.
Bodies on board is what matters the most when you have
Yeah.
Savage Roar. Well, you don't want to give him any health with Zombie Chow either.
Ooh, he's holding over the Hero Power.
I mean, does he feel like he needs to keep the Keeper, so that way he can get past Sludge Belchers or whatever might come down?
He have already seen 1 Sludge
Exactly.
Belcher.
So he should not be that afraid. I mean, he knows that his opponent plays Ysera, but Ysera is like... It's if he drops a Ysera, then like he won already.
Right.
If he gets to that point, because of his hand.
Right.
I would just kill it off and go for the Yeti.
But on the other side, he might feel like there's no way this Yeti will have a hit on the Warrior. Oh,
my.
This is not a good play, in my opinion. That Zombie Chow might actually just save him.
Right. Unless, I mean,
He can
if he draws Force of Nature, it might not matter.
he can clear the board here with the Whirlwind, Death's Bite, and Armor Up as
right.
well.
And then he's got shield blocks
And-
to put himself out of range.
no, he still will be in rage if I see it right.
Nah, he's gonna get shield slam off of this watch.
Second Death Bite, not so useful.
No, he will not be in range. He will have 15 health.
I mean, you don't.
How?
He attacks the Yeti and Zombie Chow, and he will get 5 health.
Yeah, it's 15.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you can clear with.
It's absolutely the best play here.
Yeah.
And then you Alexstrasza yourself next turn. But you should have done it before Shield Block so you get more value from Alexstrasza.
Yeah.
So
True
he,
that,
So
but-
he played a bit too fast here.
You're right. The sequence allowed basically lost Amaz
For health, yeah.
4 life, yeah.
So that was a bit of a misplay. I don't know what he was hoping to draw with that one. Maybe Shield Slam, but it's not good enough odds for you to play like that.
I think he just didn't consider this play before doing shield block.
Oh,
He was
okay,
just looking
yeah.
for a better play than what he had, but his play was good enough to play.
All right, well, he's still in it, and he's going to be out of the combo range just by 1. Wow. Well, I mean,
If Alesh held this keeper, he will not play it right now, most likely. On another side, if he plays keeper right now, if he gets a combo, yeah, he can just deal. He can just kill warrior.
right.
Actually, if only Us leaves, it's still lethal even without keeper's damage.
Well, it depends because, Maz might have the second shield block, or in this case he does, so he put himself out of range.
I like this keeper, and I would like to see keeper turn before.
So you have to be a bit scared here of combo. You cannot stress yourself, but it's still lethal if he gets the combo.
I think
So
it
then do you
should
shield block?
be shield block.
Do you play Armor Smith before you attack and then shield block, or what?
I think. Let's see here.
Like, do you attack and then?
I think you can play shield block first.
Okay.
Oh, that is a great draw. That is
Yeah, it's
a
pretty good.
really good draw.
Although, let's see.
Like, if you
Does
play
it
shield block
matter if
first,
he
you can like shield slam if you want and just take a bit less damage.
Sludge Belcher, and if you combo, he's still going to be 1 damage off? Oh, well, that's not the
Zombie
card he was
Chow
looking
isn't the
for.
best card in
You
this
mad, bro?
situation.
But I guess that answered the question. He plays 2.
Yeah. Wrath.
Well, I guess it's getting closer to the force of nature if you want to look at the cup half full.
This is not looking good at all for Alesh. I don't know.
I like this Ross for 1. He
Yeah,
definitely
I
needs to do
Top
deeper
deck
into
Black
deck.
Knight. No.
Okay.
Epic
Oh,
place.
trollolololo.
Okay, another Ross for 1?
I mean, what else are you going to do? Oh, you want to clear, I guess?
Yeah. And he needs to play the Zombie Chow here. He needs to go for the combo all in.
Well, it felt very close to all in for a few turns now.
Yeah.
And Warrior's still in an awkward position where he can't exactly play around it fully.
The fact that they're playing 2 combos in deck, it's because like it's so often you have only 1 piece of the combo and you're sitting with this piece for such a long time. When you have 2 combos, you can just spend it whenever you feel like it's appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't run any Acid Rakes either, not a single one. So it's like only lore that draws him card here.
I was not sure that he's playing double Drake. Did he show it?
No, he's not playing it. I'm pretty sure he's not playing Acid Rake. We haven't seen it any game.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
He also has Sludge Belchers.
Yeah, and Druid of the Claws.
Alright, so Amaz just going to play everything else here. And, the Armor Smith hopefully gives him a little bit extra life, but we know the combo should be enough.
It's not it.
Yeah, so this is GG now because he's gonna kill that Zombie Chow and he's gonna get too much health.
I mean, there's not enough time for Shaded Next Rammus to become
still
relevant.
possible to have lethal on next turn.
How? If he
With
kills,
this shade?
he's gonna get armor as well, like a lot of armor from that whirlwind.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's
not lethal
there
next
is no
turn.
way he can.
Oh
this.
boy. 3 health. Oh, sorry, 8 health with the Zombie
Maybe
Chow.
2 turns somehow, but Warrior will never give enough time for Druid.
Yeah.
It's a Ragnaros.
Oh man, and Amaz looks like he's pulled himself out of his hole.
Yeah, suddenly it's look really good for Amaz,
He can steal the Shaded Next Rammus.
but there's no need.
I mean, solely to perhaps disarm your opponent completely. Ragnaros still feels like a really strong play, the best play. And I mean, Alesh is going to try to draw for something, but he's got no answers whatsoever.
And at this stage, he might hope for second lore, Ancient of Lore, but even Board from Warrior just too big, and I doubt he even plays big game Hunter in deck.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
tied up, and now we go to Game 5, and Alesh has his Mage and his Hunter, and that's going to be two tough matchups either way.
It depends though, if it's Freeze Mage or the more aggro / mid-range one with
True.
duplicates and...
So he chooses a
Ah.
Hunter.
He's playing Unleash the Hounds.
Hunter with Unleash the Hounds and Hunter's Mark. Well, it should be like Knife Juggler version of Hunter deck.
Right.
He's throwing back all 3 cards, and I think he's trying to draw this Undertaker because it's so important to have it, especially against the Warrior.
Oh my god, that start though from the Warrior.
Whoa.
I
There's 3 cards you could choose unique. I mean, that and Unstable Ghoul, perhaps?
The Acolyte is not so strong, but it's a nice curve.
Acolyte is good enough, I would say. You don't need... I mean, you need value when you have such a hand. You can just like deal with early game pressure with Amaz and Axe, and you just need draw later.
So, double Leper Gnome.
Yeah.
Seems to be like the... I mean... Yeah, that's the best way.
Oh, you what, mate?
What?
I don't understand that play, because he doesn't have anything later on that he wants to save the coin for right now.
Yeah.
I mean...
There's no like high main hand or something
maybe he
like
wants
that.
to join to high main and play it later. Who knows?
Well, guess now he has the opportunity to set something up in the future.
I think, like, normally you want to play like the spiders before the Knife Juggler so you can get the effect of its death rattle, but right now, without knowing that your opponent has a Fiery War Axe, I think you want to play the Knife Juggler just to trade with the 1/3 Armor Smith that's gonna remain after trading with the Leopard
And
now.
now he plays coin, but
Oh boy.
it would have been 2 damage more.
That...
Yeah.
That-
Well,
yeah.
he also gave his opponent extra life too, so that's 3 damage.
It's yeah. In this situation, just an extra life since Warrior will just kill this Knife Juggler with Axe.
Wow, that's a big deal actually. Like, the 3 damage is a lot. Is like a reach.
And
It's
you
a-
can actually just shield slam this Leper Gnome now. Because you get an armor from Armor
Oh
Smith.
yeah. Well, look at that, full board clear.
Yeah. It
Wow.
looks so bad for Hunter already.
Oh wait, no, the 2 damage from the
Oh, he chooses not
The
to play
leopard.
the shield slam.
the 2 damage from the leopard gnome after the death rattle.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think this is what is this? Spectral Spider, I guess.
I guess
but-
it sets up better juggles for the Knife Juggler in the future turns.
Yeah.
But that's assuming it even stays up.
But I mean, this start from the Warrior is just too good. Like, this Acolyte is gonna get a lot of value as well. I'm not sure though if you... Yeah, you do attack that because of Houndmaster coming up on turn 4. Possible Houndmaster, that is. So you definitely need to kill that.
Yeah. Especially if, again, like, you know, Knife Jugglers, etc.
Yeah, he could choose one of the spiders, but there's actually no need. As well as saving, I mean, as well as getting armor, it's just not so important because yeah, his armor will be just removed, so no reason,
Yeah.
no difference. Oh, plays Knife Juggler after the 2/2.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, but I actually don't know.
You think like you need to take the risk here?
Wow. He
Or-
picked up Death Spite.
Yeah, take a risk for inflicting 1 extra damage, and like what a risk is it worth?
Is he taking too much damage? If he goes for Death Spite, should he remove somewhere else?
I do believe that...
Shield Slam, double Shield Slam looks fine.
yeah, I would go for double Shield Slam here. But...
But I would definitely draw first. Like, he did draw already.
No,
Like, yeah,
yeah.
missed. Just missing a lot of
Oh boy.
stuff.
Is it Huffer time? No!
That's actually not bad at all here.
Right.
Oh, but he needs to trade that. Oh, that was a big misplay. He needed to attack with Mad Scientist there to prevent him from trading with Acolyte and Deathspite Whirlwind effect on the Huffer. That is actually huge.
Well, there's alternative ways for Moss to deal with it, because he does have shield slams, and even drew another
Wow.
way to taunt in the following turns, but this is starting
Amaz
to get
had
too much
such an
damage.
exceptional start, but now it doesn't look like so clean because he's at 7 and there's a kill command in Alesh hand. But this Savannah's Hyman kinda doesn't do much because of Sludge Belcher.
Right. Well, Maz can see what he draws first. Anything to help him gain life or stabilize. Cool Taskmaster is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Wow, it's hard to recognize that Amaz, despite his best start, is at 7 health at turn 6.
I think Amaz should be fine under the Sludge Belcher.
You don't want to play the cool Taskmaster here and armor up to finish off the board.
If he plays Sludge Belcher, there's a small wiggle room where his opponent can have Web Spinner, Kill Command, and Hero Power, and he dies.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I guess Shield Block functions the same as Sludge Belcher. It's like a 5 health wall in a sense.
Yeah, definitely. I would like to see Belcher because it just feels like you need a bot control.
Oh, he's...
It's a
okay.
snake trap. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of.
Yeah. Well, now that High Main's out, before anything else, the initiative for the Hunter is so strong.
But he has the perfect counter with Cleave there.
Oh, he has Cleave.
Yeah.
All right. Good response, and he's stabilized.
Yeah, I think there's no reason to pass up on Acolyte. You can. Would you play Acolyte?
Yeah, I would play Acolyte for sure there instead of playing.
Yeah,
just
he
wants to
might
armor
be
up the
thinking
board.
like it's a freezing trap, but there's no
No, that's true.
insurance.
If it's a freezing trap, then gives him the ability to get that back. Plus, he gets to armor up.
This is looking pretty bad here for Alesh.
Oh, more taunts.
Yeah.
So now he knows it's snake trap because of the snipe. And he just played minion. And just, yeah. So,
Definitely Belcher in my
looks
opinion.
like, yeah, Belcher and...
Armor up. I don't think you want to play the Acolyte.
I think you want to play an Acolyte.
Then the snake traps give you draws.
I mean, you're high enough life not to die to kill command.
Yeah, but
you just need not to fall behind on board.
Yeah, but you never want to attack with against this minion because he has a snake trap. So the Acolyte is not gonna do anything, right? It's only one
you
damage.
might want to attack. You might want to hit the Lothep because, like, let's say he hits the Belcher with Lothep and he will bet 2. So you run to 2 into Lothep and you kill 2 snakes with 1-2 and Acolyte.
You don't think it's gonna be like Ragnar's Pass from now on? Like Ragnar's
That's
Yeah,
true.
like,
If it goes
it
for
might be
Ragnar.
Ragnar's, but you still want to deal with Lothep.
There's a weapon out there, and it allows him to get some charges with Snake Trap. But if he goes for
because
Ragnar's
like,
Path,
if you're not dealing with Lothep, you will be taking 5 damage. So this Acolyte makes sense.
oh well, another way to life gain for Amaz.
It's a 9 mana, so he might probably feel like Brawl is not a bad play, but yeah, it looks like he wants to make a Brawl.
yeah, I think this Brawl is actually not bad here at all. You can see what his draws as
Do you
well.
kill Lothep
sure.
first?
Yeah, I would definitely do it. The risk is too high.
I would probably keep it alive. Actually, I use it far ahead. Just to
2
kill
out of
it.
Yeah.
7 chance to survive a minion versus 1 out of 5. And
Yeah, but you have an
D5
extra
too.
chance of your minion survive. If you, I mean, same chance of if your minion will survive.
But it doesn't matter what survives as long as it isn't
Yeah.
the Lothar, right?
Yeah,
So
I think Warriors is ahead right now, so there's no need in taking this risk.
here we go.
All
Here we
right.
go, boys.
I mean, the Acolyte surviving would be so big. If any of the beasts survive, that could be tough considering the damage done.
Oh, it's Undertaker.
Undertaker.
It's
That's
okay.
actually better.
Better than Snake?
Better than Snake.
Same.
Yeah, if it didn't have the Cruel Taskmaster, I mean.
Okay. But he still has no beast for his kill command. Oh, that stinks.
Dead draw.
So
You gotta
Warrior-
push for damage here. I mean,
Warrior
you've only got
is-
2 charges left.
So let's assume that he top decks a Huffer. He should attack here then.
He definitely should hit, but it's a shield black and
And
there's
Ascension
Ascension,
Shield
yeah.
Master.
Yeah.
That's 10 life. Assuming that Alesh can even get through it.
I don't know what he's thinking about. Why would he want to save the charge here?
I just think like if he wants to kill T2, but there's actually no reason. I mean, it's the best play.
He needs to go all in here.
I don't think it doesn't make sense. Just saves you 2 life, basically.
Alright, well, Amaz will gain some life, and again, it's important that he armors up as much as possible.
Yes, just play Spellbreaker standard card Warrior is using, but it's kind of awkward to see Spellbreaker and Sanjin in same deck.
Yeah, that 4-mana cost slot is usually a little more flexible, but Alesh just gonna try and do what he can to respond to it, but there's actually a Whirlwind inside the hand of Warrior.
There's only one chance here for Alesh, and that is him getting King Crush. Oh, no, never mind, now we get the Execute. No, there's no chance for Alesh.
I suppose, but King Crush is just the once,
like,
I guess.
I assume Amaz will play Whirlwind right now, and he might go for Ragnaros. So, yeah, even if he'll do it, like, let's say he goes for Ragnaros, he can still use Death Bite, and even if Alesh gets King Crush, even if Ragnaros hits face, it's still lethal from Amaz's point.
You don't want to deny the draw from the web spinner?
He's going for it, but I don't know if it's necessary, but yeah, why not?
I mean, just gives 0 opportunity for your opponent to draw anything remotely useful there.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like you're far enough ahead where it might not matter, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Amaz, I think he can be done here. Just needs to basically get through these last couple turns. There's no way that the Hunter can generate like 10 plus worth of damage off 1 card.
It's actually 1 damage of lethal here.
And if I remember right, there's no way Amaz can hit your face. I mean, you can definitely Frostbolt your face, but Ragnaros always hits opponent minions. Yeah.
And then now that he has Ragnaros out, he doesn't ever have to do anything. He's just pass and turn. And Alesh is on his last turn here.
Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark the face, hero power. Oh, wait, he's got 9 armor.
G to G.
So that's it. Amaz is going to take his first series and go to face Trump in the winner's match. And, keeping up his pretty strong play. And Alesh, despite the fact falling down 2-3, still had some pretty good play overall, I felt.
Yeah, it was a close series. That last game, he fell behind pretty early.